So today is our adventure in cast iron pans and our learning curve that came with it. We use them pretty much for every single meal every day. Depending on the size of what you got going on, there's kind of single just for me's. If I'm making pancakes, egg white pancakes, anything like that, I'll go for the smaller guy. Maintains the shape nicely. You could even stretch to do some crepes. This guy, the flat one with really low sides, is preferable for eggs. I find that when the sides are deeper, you can't really scoop them appropriately out and you end up just saying, well, that's not good. We're going for some scrambled eggs today. So if you're going for eggs over easy in a cast iron pan, I would definitely recommend a lower edge. And the trick that we found with these is they're great for just about anything that you want. They're awesome at heat retention. I could put it on the stove top, I can put it in the oven, I can put it on a fire, I could put it on the gas stove, whatever it is that you got going on. As long as you have running water to rinse and scrape it out, you don't even need soap to be able to use it. We also have this enamel coated pan for the oven. If you're going for an all-in-one pan, our other covers have plastic nubs to make them easier to grab on the stove top. It also keeps bacon splashes and grease splashes to a minimum, but they cannot go in the oven because they're rubber. So we have this guy for any of our oven baking, enamel coated. The big learning curve that we had with cooking meats or eggs is that you need to use something with high fat. So your butter, your ghee, animal fat from bacon, anything like that is what you want to use to be able to really maintain the non-stick. If you're using something that's more liquidy like eggs or is kind of sticky like meats, then you would want to do that versus your olive oil, which you would use for vegetables. The vegetables are generally pretty high in moisture content, so they don't really stick too bad to the bottom of pans. We also have stainless. If we got some large meals going, you kind of get to learn what your preference is.
Here's a look at some of the utensils that we use. We stick with all synthetic so that they don't scratch the cast iron pans. We have wooden spatulas and spoons, so that's all we use. There's no metal utensils here. They're all either synthetic or wood. And then to hang the pans, just want to give you a close-up of the rod that we have there. You can see the hooks. There's the center support and the other end, so you can slide those hooks. All right, so now we're going to clean the pan that I just used to cook the ground turkey in. One of the key things that you should do is use hot water only. I've been running this for a while, so it's already hot. This is a cast iron pan's best friend. It's funny, most people who do not have a cast iron pan have never seen this tool before, and they don't know what they're missing out on as far as cleaning their pots and pans. We're going to use a scouring pad, non-metal, I prefer. This sponge has a soft side and a scouring side. So we're just going to go around there, around the bottom. Now we're going to dry the pan. For this, I use a paper towel, and it may seem like cost savings, but really it's just, you don't need that much. So I take one sheet, cut it in half, and that's enough just to get the loose water off of it. We'll go top and bottom. The true cast iron people will use a cloth rather than a paper towel, and that's because paper towel does tend to leave a little residue. I can see one or two little white specks in there. So I tried the cloth, and honestly I found cloth fibers instead of paper towel fibers, so I'm just sticking with the paper towels. Dried out the pan. What we're going to do is turn on the heat. All right, our pan is dried out sufficiently, and now what we're going to do is add a little bit of oil. There are a number of oils you can use. I prefer to go with avocado oil. It's a high heat or high smoke point oil. So we're going to put about that much in. I'm going to use the other half of this paper towel. We're going to fold it up, fold it up, fold it up. And then we're just going to use this oil to make a light coating on the entire pan. There we go, it's fully coated. Now what we're going to do is just wait for that to get to its smoke point, and as soon as it starts smoking, we're going to take it off the heat. All right, I've let the pan smoke a little bit more than I usually do, just so hopefully you can see that in the video. But the pan is smoking now, so what we're going to do is take it off of the heat. I'm going to use these Lodge holders, this edge, wrap it around the handle to hold it. I use this end to grab the top, and we're just going to take it off the heat and put it up on the hook and let it dry up there. Today we're making some eggs over easy. I already preheated the pan. With eggs, we like to use butter instead of oil. Get that non-stick action going. A little bit of butter on here. And spread it around and try not to touch the pan with the metal. Get that on there. All right, once the butter is all melted, crack the eggs onto there. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm going to separate the eggs, get them ready for flipping. Eggs are ready to flip. So I like to just loosen them up on the pan. All right, about 15 seconds on that side. I'll take them off. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, clean up as a breeze. Right after we're done making the eggs, the pan is still hot. I have the hot water going. Most of it just rinses right off. We'll use our handy scraper. All right, I have my half of a paper towel here. Put it back on the stove to dry. Ready to add the oil. Take our other half of the paper towel, fold it, spread that around the pan. So some people ask us, you know, your pans look so nice, they're a nice decoration. They're not. They're something that we use every day for almost every meal. So we typically have eggs every morning, either scrambled or over easy. And lunch, we whip something up in them. Dinner, we cook something up in them. We go through this same process every single time, hang them up to dry, and they look brand new still. And of course, Chan was working on the other portion of the breakfast this morning. There we go. Eggs over easy, smoked salmon, broccoli, and our own homemade healthy, soft, seedy bread.
I hope that you enjoyed our video on cast iron pans and find them as irresistible as we do. And as always, don't forget to
like and subscribe!